At this time Monday night, Chris Nagus was in Indianapolis talking to city leaders there about its city-county merger. Tonight, Chris has made his way to Louisville, Kentucky. Chris, Louisville's merger, should be noted, happened more recently than the one in Indianapolis.
And that is the case with the merger that occurred here, Steve. Just to give you some perspective, this is downtown Louisville. Behind me, that is what locals call Whiskey Row. Now, just like St. Louis, there's a surrounding county, and that county is more populated than the city. In 2000, voters here decided to merge. It was enacted in 2003, and today I learned it was a contentious battle. How big is the combined Louisville?
770,000.
Today I met Tom Owen on the University of Louisville campus, a historian, a professor, and former elected official. He remembers the referendum surrounding the Louisville city-county merger well. He voted no.
We feared that the suburbanites were going to come rolling in and dominate.
In the suburbs,
I do not press the motivation of that.
Bill Sizemore also voted no. He's kept the signs in his garage for nearly 20 years.
This is the merger. That's no. That's vote no.
So you kept these signs all these years?
Well, yeah.
Part of Sizemore's fear, loss of local identity. His area is known as Okolano. He's called it home for 55 years.
They put a new library in. They call it Library South. They didn't call it Okolano like they're supposed to.
Sizemore still opposes the merger, but told me it's been good for downtown. The city center appears to be bustling. Kent Euler is the president of Greater Louisville, Inc., the local chamber of commerce. He says the merger has provided clarity.
The mayor can go out there and be the mayor of Louisville. And prior to that, you had a mayor in Louisville, and then you had a county judge, executive, who was co-equal or equally powerful, sometimes more powerful. And then you had a city council and a board of aldermen, so lots of division.
Today, Louisville is governed by a mayor and a 26-member council. Police merged, fire districts did not. Schools merged back in the 1970s, so that wasn't a factor. Just like St. Louis, Louisville is surrounded by many small communities. Those remain.
The one dramatic thing that didn't merge, and this was part of the deal, was that 93, at the time of merger, 93 small suburban cities, some no bigger than a subdivision. They did not merge and have not merged and continue to have their own internal tax base.
But even if you live near Churchill Downs or further out on Bill Sizemore's suburban block, you still get a vote for Louisville mayor. And everyone is part of a bigger population count.
St. Louis is a bigger city than Louisville by about twice. However, you're not a big city compared to other cities like Chicago and Los Angeles and Sao Paulo and places like that. So the concept of bulking up, which you do get to do by merging into a unified entity, and then speaking as one with one voice to the rest of the world for business attraction, for talent attraction, absolutely imperative, I think.
For thinkers like Tom Owen, the arguments against merging are remembered well.
African American leadership feared a dilution of African American power.
No question it created angst and worry, but over time Owen's position has eased. The bigger council, now made up of diverse backgrounds, including politically, contributed.
If I had to raise a hand, yes or no, it would be a yes. I think finally it's a positive thing.
And what changed? What was the turning point in your mind?
Well, number one is that I think there is some real value in having all of those voices at the table. I think we certainly got a visibility among cities bounce.
But for others, it's still a no, even if they are forced to live with it. Do you feel like you have more services or less services?
Less, a whole lot less.
And there really is some complexity in that answer. Tom Owen, who you heard from in that story, told me there are different levels of service depending on how much tax money you pay. So there are some people in this county that's now combined that feel like they're getting less for their taxes paid. So one of the things I'm learning with these mergers, there are certainly a lot of complexities to these deals. Reporting live in Louisville, Chris Nagus, News 4.